Hey y'all, thought I'd do a video on my truck I just got. Well, I say just got, I've had it for a few weeks now, but it ain't nothing new. We've had it a long time. This truck here is a 2004 Ford F-250. It's a crew cab short bed, obviously. Two-wheel drive, 5.4 liter, and a 4-speed auto. I think MR100 is what they call it. It's a good 5.4. It's a 2-valve, so it's pretty good. But anyway, this truck, my mom bought this truck brand new, 2004, and she's had it ever since. It's been, you know, her daily driver for many, many years. Probably up until maybe 8 years ago or so, and then she kind of had some. We have a 01 Super Duty that she would drive a lot too around that time, and then she got her 05 Navigator and all that. So this truck, for about the last 5 years or so, this truck's been kind of a backup vehicle. It hasn't been anyone's like daily driver for the most part, but it's been kind of a backup vehicle. But my mom was looking at selling it because nobody was really driving it here lately, and I've been looking for a truck. I had my Chevrolet, but it's, you know, a half-ton and it's old, and I don't want to tear it up, so I ended up buying that off of her. So I use it now for, you know, pulling my little trailer and hauling mowers and stuff. So figured I'd do a video on it, kind of walk around it, show it off some. It's not pretty, but she's a good worker. She's been a worker all her life, so she's had a rough time. But like I said, it's a 04, has 5.4 2-valve, 4-speed auto, 2-wheel drive. It's a XLT, so it's got, you know, not the fanciest interior, but cloth buckets up front, cloth bench in the back, 60-40 split. You know, center console there. It's got the chrome on it, which these are not the factory wheels. The factory wheels were 16-inch steel with like chrome cladding that had like little circle holes in it. These are alloy wheels, which these are actually the same as what's on our 01 Super Duty Lariat, but we got these for it, and I think they look pretty good on it. So it did have running boards from the factory. We took them off because this truck did a lot of like field work, you know, pulling trailers in the pastures, you know, hauling hay and stuff, and the steps kind of got in the way, so we took them off. I'm kind of debating whether I want to find a set to put back on it or not. My wife kind of has a hard time getting up in here, so I think I'll try and find a set of steps for it. But yeah, she's got, let's see here, 298,716 miles. So, and on that, oh hush. So, of course, original engine, original transmission. Never had any major issues. Here about, I guess, 275,000 or so miles. My sister, driving through the pasture, accidentally hit a T-post she didn't see, kind of half laying over in the ground, and knocked a hole in the transmission oil pan. All the fluid poured out and everything. So I had to put a new pan and filter on it and new transmission fluid, and it's been fine ever since. That's the only time the transmission's ever got new fluid. Actually, it never has been flushed before that or anything. Sad to say, this truck was not maintained as well as it should have been, but that's beside the point. It's still here, it's still kicking all these years later. As far as the engine, it's needed, you know, alternator. I put an intake on it, that plastic intake, because it was kind of falling apart. I've gone through and put all new AC stuff on it here about three years ago. New compressor, condenser, all that stuff. Dryer. Hasn't really had many major issues. It's had issues with the battery cables corroding. I need to get new battery cables for it. But other than that, not really any problems. Nothing major at any point. You know, the heads have never been off or anything like that. So no real issues with the engine. Thankfully, being a 2-valve 5.4, it doesn't have the goofy spark plugs or anything. It's a pretty common or pretty standard type of engine, you know. But yeah, I've got it just kind of cleaned up here. It's rough and dirty. Like I said, it's been like a ranch truck its whole life. So I've got a aftermarket radio in it. The factory one I think the factory one crapped out. We've had a couple different aftermarket ones in here the last few years, and I just put this one in when I got it because the one that was in it wasn't working. So that's just a little cheap old Walmart Pioneer unit. It's nothing fancy. Got a brand new Takancha Voyager brake controller. Kind of hard to see, but that's that. It had one in it already, but it was, and it probably worked fine, but the fuse was out, and I had a brand new one that I've had for years waiting to put in something. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to swap out that old Voyager and put a new one in. So I like the Contra Voyagers. They're good. They're, you know, like $80 brand new. We've been running them since the 90s in just about every truck that's had a brake controller, so I'm pretty used to them. So I really like them. They're dead simple. But yeah, I need to get the seats redone and stuff like that. I only got these two because the back, I took the seats out. I didn't really want a 4-door all that much, but I mean, I know the history of this truck. You know, I grew up in this truck, so and I got a pretty good deal on it. You know, I gave my mom fair money for it, but you know, a 5.4 2-wheel drive F-250 ain't worth a whole lot with this many miles on it. So, but I took the back seats out because I don't have them in here now, funny enough, but I usually haul my loading ramps in here, as well as all this other stuff, some tools, jumper cables, straps, all that good stuff. And with the seats folded up, and it had that flat metal floor rack that would fold out, I could put them in here, my ramps, but I had to stack them on top of each other, and it was just, there was a lot of room kind of being wasted by the seats, and I don't never haul, it's just me and my wife. We don't have no kids or nothing, so I don't never haul any other people with me. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't, because the seats, there was all the ramps and stuff in the back. So, because I try to leave the bed empty for if I need to put something back there. So, I took the seats out, cleaned it all out and everything. It was pretty rough, and I'm wanting to get some plywood and make like a flat load floor, because of course this is, you know, low here and steps up and then steps up again. So I just want to get plywood and just make a totally flat floor to put my ramps on top of, and then, you know, I got it all figured out in my head. I just need to buy the material and get it done. Get somebody to help me, because I don't know much about woodworking. But anyway, you know, you can see it's gray interior. It's rough, but it works. Power windows work, the AC works, cruise works, so I can't complain. It does have a check engine light, but I think it's probably because the cat is not on it. I'm pretty sure we cut the cat off. So I need to put either one back on or do something about it. But it's got a glass pack, I'm pretty sure, muffler. It's annoying. You know, it's kind of loud, but it's going down the highway, it drones. So I kind of want to do something about that, different muffler or something. Anyway, so the paint's rough. I mean, this thing is sat outside its whole life. It doesn't know what a shed or garage is, really. This is luxury for it right here, this big barn it's in. So I need to get some headlights, or I'd like to get some headlights. I mean, these work, but I'd like to spruce it up a little. I kind of almost tempted to look into a cheap paint job, maybe Mako or something, but I don't know. And I don't want to make it too nice, because then I'd be afraid of tearing it up. That's kind of why I got a more rougher truck, is I don't mind if it gets scratched up or anything, you know. It's already kind of scratched up. I do need a windshield. That windshield's kind of cracked up pretty good. So, got the tow mirrors. It has a tow package. So, and these tow mirrors got the blinkers on them. It's pretty nice. But it's got the tow package from the factory, so it's got a receiver hitch and wiring and all that stuff back there. The bed's messed up. It's had blowouts, and the blowouts have messed up the bed sides and all that. No rust or anything. I mean, it's a, you know, Texas truck its whole life, so absolutely no rust. I mean, the bed floor is kind of rusted just because the bed floor is rough. No holes or anything, rust holes or anything. So got a gooseneck hitch, fold down, hideaway hitch. Tailgate, it's kind of rough. This is not the original bumper. The original bumper got bent up real bad, pulling stuff. So I got this bumper out of a junkyard and put it on. I still need to get another license plate lens lamp. But yeah, this is my little trailer. It's this is just a Tractor Supply 14-foot trailer that I got, a carry-on brand, tandem axle. I got this because I've been using a 16-foot for years, but it needs a floor and lights and wiring and all that good stuff, tires. And for what I was going to pay to fix up that trailer, I was kind of halfway to a new one, and I'd rather would have had the new one with a ramp, because my 16-foot doesn't have a ramp. So I'd rather have one with a ramp and brakes and a title, because my 16-foot didn't have a title either. So yeah, this one's pretty much close to new. You know, I've been using it a bit. I like it a lot. It's real nice. 14-foot I think is a good number, because it's combined with this 4-door short bed, I can fit in 2 parking spaces, like, you know, parking space. So it's real easy to park. This trailer follows behind the truck real nicely. It tows nicely, being a tandem axle. It sits real level with just a 3-ball level hitch. So funny enough, it's 2 5/16. It's got brakes on both axles. Very nice. It's got a ramp which folds inward. Also really nice. So I like it. All LED lights on it and everything. I like the heck out of it. It's a pretty good little unit. And it's wide enough I can put my mom's 72-inch John Deere zero turn on here. Just barely. It's tight, but it will fit. So it's like 6.5 feet wide or something like that. So, yeah, I like it quite a lot. I'm not a big fan of the black wheels. Like, they look good, but whenever I go to buy spares, they're not going to match. It's because all the spare tires are like white wheels. So it's a slight annoyance. It's not a big deal, though. I need to pick up some spares. I'd like to keep 2. I'd like to have 2 of each, 2 trailer spares and 2 truck spares, but I don't know about all that. I might, as long as I got at least 1, that's better than nothing. I got nothing right now, so. But yeah, had to shorten up my safety chains. They were real long. It's got a 7-way connector, which is nice. Of course, it's got brakes and all that, so. Yeah. But yeah, that's the truck. Just figured I'd show y'all. It's, you know, she's rough, but she works good. You know, she does what I need her to do. And of course, there's the trailer and all that, so. I've been using them quite a bit. I got it, I'll be using it tomorrow to hopefully bring home my power grader. It should be getting in tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I should be going to John Deere to pick up the rest of my accessories for my X590 and attachments and stuff. So I'll be making videos on all that stuff once I get all the stuff put together and everything. I'll get some videos of it all. So, because I'm pretty sure it's all in boxes right now. But yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering, this barn, I mean, this great big barn. This is my mom's barn. She uses it for weddings and stuff. It's an event venue. You know, you can have birthday parties, weddings. Me and my wife had our wedding here, so it's really nice. And it's really cool. I can park a whole truck and trailer in here just fine, crossways. So, yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be keeping y'all updated with more stuff, more videos. I need to do one on my Chevrolet truck. It's real cool. I got to fix it, though. The alternator's messed up. But anyway, that's it. I guess I'll start it up for y'all, let y'all hear it. So, let's see. Yeah, I forget, my fuel gauge doesn't work either. I got to fix that. So, little things, little problems, no big issues. So, I can live with it. But, anyway, alright, thanks for watching. I'll give y'all more videos soon on it and other stuff. So, alright.